Hey everybody, we're back with another awesome video. This time I'm having the pleasure of getting a chat with a good friend of mine, Tyler. He was a patient at the Shriners Hospital for Children in Galveston, Texas, a handful of years ago. And, I'm looking forward to this one. We both share a lot of common interests in sports, and I'm very excited to hear his story. I've done some reading and watched some videos, and his attitude is an infectious one. And Tyler, I'm excited to finally get to talk to you, buddy, and I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a really, really fun experience.
I, right off the bat, first of all, I have a couple questions. Obviously, you're since you were a patient at the Galveston Hospital, you're from the area, I assume.
I'm from Katy, so
Katie,
it's not that far, but you know, yeah.
right down the street, not right down the street.
Well, compared to some other people that go to Shriners.
Very true.
So,
And obviously too, I know that the Galveston location is a kind of the central burn unit, and obviously that's what your accident involved. Kind of walk me through the first 3 months, kind of the process of the initial kind of experience that you had in Galveston.
well, I don't remember most of it because obviously, I was on like a lot of pain medicine and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and but I know I was in and out having hallucinations and stuff. But I'm just gonna start from the beginning. So, um, about 3 years ago, in November on Thanksgiving, I was in Arkansas, Texarkana, and I was hanging out with my grandparents up there, and we had like a bonfire going on outside in the front yard because like, it's out in the country, so we had like field and stuff. So we had a bonfire going on out there, and we had the two. There was there's supposed to be different colors for like the gas and
Mm-hmm.
diesel and stuff, and um we were using diesel to light the fire, to keep it going because that's just what we've always done, which still isn't safe. Don't do that, but that's what we were doing. And then we ran out, and the other one, like, because the first one was in a red gas can, and so um we just assumed that the other one was also had diesel in it, but it didn't. And then whenever I went to put some on the fire, it went up the stream and then blew up in my hand, and I was burning for about a minute and a half and 90% like full thickness burns, and and then I got rushed to an ER in that and like in the local area around there, and they put like a tube down my throat to help me breathe because I was gonna get swollen up, and most people don't know that after you go through a burn like that your body's gonna swell up, and so that ER happened to know that. And then so they put a tube down my throat to help me breathe later on, which saved my life also. And then um I flew to Dallas, and I think I had like a couple surgeries up there, and then they were like talking about amputating or my arm, or like thinking about amputating my arm and stuff, and like a bunch of other stuff. And then um a Shriner um sponsored us a care fly all the way to Shriners. And so when I got there, they immediately got to work, and skin grafts and stuff. They never amputated anything. Nothing was amputated. Um and over time I started to walk, and then like I walked like more and more, and I worked to like walk farther and farther, which overall helped me get out of there faster. So they predicted I was going to be in there for like a year or longer, but I was only in there for 90 days.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. And if you don't mind me asking, what was it like? I'm curious. What was it like to try to take steps again, try to walk again?
Um, it was it was a little bit painful because like the whole skin thing, I was having skin grafts and stuff, so it was a little painful, but um, it was funny because I had to like learn my balance and everything again. So yeah.
Wow. And you left in 90 days, 3 months. Unbelievable, man. So at that point were you um I assume you were taking like the PT very seriously every day, probably um trying
Hmm.
to keep everything loose and getting your muscle strength back and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow. What and during this whole time you were staying there, right? Like you never left that whole time.
The whole time that I was, yeah, because I was in the ICU. I was
Okay.
in, the intensive care unit, and I wasn't really allowed to leave yet because I still had open wounds and stuff.
Gotcha.
So,
Did you have to go back quite a bit after you left just for checkups and stuff like that?
well, we lived in like there was like there's like apartments and Shriners, and we got to stay
Mm-hmm.
there for a little while, and in case like an emergency happened, and I had to,
Something happened.
yeah, and so yeah, so and then once we got out of there, we still had to come back every once in a while, like for checkups and therapy still, and then
Do do you still have to do anything routine to stay on top of it?
well, not daily, well, kind of, well, I have to be active
Yeah.
in order for my scar tissue to not get tighter and like cause my limbs to like get like
Get
tight to
tight.
where
Yeah,
they
get stiff.
yeah, not as much mobility. So I still have to be active, and then every once in a while I have to go back for surgery to release like scar tissue and stuff. But
Wow. That's incredible, man. And through all this you were probably still finishing up school and not missing a beat, I bet, huh?
yeah, school is a little bit difficult. I had they taught I mean I was in like a little bit of school like in Shriners. I had like a little teacher, to keep me up, and then I didn't get held back. I went to high school even though I didn't even finish 8th grade yet when it happened.
So your summer probably going into high school is a little different, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit different.
uh, did you grow up playing any sports?
Well, I played football, and I liked to ride dirt bikes and stuff. Like
That's
before
awesome.
that, I've been riding dirt bikes since I was 4 years old, but then I had to stop because of my accident. But then I'm probably gonna get back into it pretty soon. But yeah, I
Good for
played
you.
I played football. I like basketball and motocross.
I uh, I ventured to the two wheels when I was starting my racing career, and then I had a couple crashes, and I said, "This isn't for me. I want two more.
Mhm.
I want two more in a roll cage and a seat and seat belts, and I still enjoy it, but those I'll leave the racing to the professionals. Those boys are studs. Have you ever gotten to go to a supercross race?
Yeah, well, not like a professional one. I didn't get to go see a professional one. I got to race. Well, it wasn't like a series race, but like I
Was it
got to
like
go to Austin.
outdoors?
Yeah, it was like an
Yeah.
outdoor race with like a bunch of people who used to ride dirt bikes and stuff, and so it
Oh,
was
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You ever have you ever checked out some NASCAR races before?
I've never been to one. I've seen stuff about them and stuff, but I don't really know much about NASCAR.
They're yeah, man, they're I'm trying to think maybe the closest one to you guys. It might be our Texas race in Fort Worth. Would be the closest one to you guys. But hopefully here soon with everything kind of opening back up, we'll have to get you out to one. They're uh they're fun.
Yeah.
I think as a fellow adrenaline junkie, you would enjoy it. Um,
Mhm. Yeah.
Fast, loud. It's there's wrecks sometimes, but no, it's a good time. I'm kind of curious. During all this, you were. I mean, it's at a interesting age because obviously you were old enough to know what was going on and stuff. What was the experience like with the doctors and the kind of the faculty workers at the hospital? Did it help? Kind of. Did it help your situation as much as it could? I guess.
Yeah. The doctors were like, they're comforting, and they actually
Hmm.
try to like they have a relationship with you, and you know, they're really nice. Make conversation with you. They don't just go there for business. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it's interesting getting to hear someone like yours perspective because you're old enough to know what's going on and be
Mhm.
there. And also it affects, ultimately your outcome too, how they help. That's awesome to hear. I also saw you have your own fundraising page and donation page. When did you get that going?
Oh, that started up, I guess when
That
it first happened.
awesome, man. That's cool to hear. Well, I certainly will be joining the team and making a donation on the racing side's behalf. That's pretty cool to see. I always enjoy helping
Thank you.
helping doing pages like that. It's fun,
Yeah.
and I can't tell you how cool it is to kind of get the feeling from someone like you that there really is positive things happening, and you're a great direct example of that. So we'll have to get you out to the race. We'll have to get you up on the pit box. We'll have
Oh
to
yeah, for sure. That'd be
let you make
fun.
some even make some maybe pit calls, play some strategy, figure it out. Have
Oh
uh,
yeah.
have you gotten any interest in going to any schools after you're done with high school?
I don't really know like any for sure. I don't really
Mm-hmm.
have any in mind, but
You still got like a year left, I guess.
I'm a sophomore right now.
You're a sophomore. Okay, so you got 2 years left.
Hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you, man. Well, I think no matter what you do, you keep your attitude, you'll be successful in anything. So
Thank you.
I absolutely appreciate the time, Tyler. We'll stay in touch. We got a Texas race coming up. I want to say later in the year, September, October. That maybe we can
Okay.
sneak you out to.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We'll 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 let you experience the four wheels, and maybe you might come over to the dark side.
All right.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. Take care. I appreciate your time, and we'll stay in touch, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.